Hey guys, I'm Alena and today we are gonna do class 10 Entre Jeunes lesson 1. So let's get started. Lesson 1 of class 10 Entre Jeunes is Retrouvons nos. Let's read the chapter. Nous avons déjà rencontré ces personnages, les reconnais-tu? Présentons-les. So it says that we have already met these people. Do you recognize them? Present them. So these are people or characters, you can say, that we have learned throughout class 9, Akansha, Kunal, Nargis and Ali. So we are talking about them and we are going to introduce them. Akansha Sethi, elle a 17 ans. Elle est en terminale L. Son frère s'appelle Kunal. Il a 18 ans. Il est en terminale S. So Akansha is 17 years old and she is in terminal S, it says. So this is like a course. Like at the bottom, if you see, it says Terminal de la série S, scientifique, and Terminal de la série L, littéraire. So like scientific or science, and littéraire, literature or literary. So they are doing these courses. And Kunal, her brother, is 18 years old and he's doing Terminal S. He's in Terminal S. Le père travaille à l'ambassade de Londres en France. Leur mère est professeure de musique classique indienne. Ils habitent de rue Balzac. So their father, whose father, Akansha and Kunal's father, is working in the Indian embassy in France, and their mother is a Indian classical music teacher, and they live in 2nd Street, Balzac. Voici Ali et voilà Nargis, ils sont sénégalaises, leurs parents habitent à Dakar au Sénégal, leur père est informaticien, il travaille chez IBM. So again, now we introduce Nargis and Ali and tell that their parents live in Dakar in Senegal and their father is an engineer and he works at IBM. Voici Pauline et Jenny, ils sont français. And finally we have Pauline and Dennis, they are French. Ils sont tous des amis, they all are friends. Vive l'amitié, which means long live the friendship. Now we have a few questions based on the text we just read. All the questions that we are going to discuss in this video are, the answers are already written over here. So if you just want the answers, here they are. But now we'll discuss them. So the first question is vrai ou faux, true or false. First question, la mère de Kunal et d'Akansha est professeure de sciences. So this is false because she is an Indian classical music teacher. Professeur de musique classique indienne. Second one, les parents d'Ali et Nargis habitent à Paris. This is also false because we read they live in Dakar. Third, Kunal a 18 ans, so true. And finally, Ali and Nargis sont sénégalaises. This is also true. Now, next we have a letter. This is a very important letter from the exam point of view, and many questions can come from here. So, go through this letter thoroughly. Now, let's read it. Bastia, le 38, chez amis. So, Akansha is writing this letter, if you see at the bottom, to her friends, and currently she is in Bastia. Depuis 4 jours, nous voici installés en Corse, au sud de Bastia. Nous sommes arrivés avec la pluie, mais maintenant les beaux temps sont installés. L'île n'est pas grande. So, Akansha is telling about her trip in Corse. So she's saying that since 4 days they are here in Corse, which is in the south of Bastia, and installé is to stay or to settle. And when we came here, it was raining. Nous sommes arrivés avec la pluie means when we came here, it was raining, but now the good weather is here. And the island is not very big. Nous sommes logés dans un camp de toile. Ce n'est pas le grand luxe, mais pour les vacances, c'est très bien. So they are saying that they are living in a canvas camp or tent kind of thing. And it is not of great luxury, but for vacations, it's the best. Cette visite nous fait penser à notre visite des îles d'Andaman et de Nicobar dans le golfe du Bengale. So she's saying that this visit to Corse reminds me of our visit to Andaman and Nicobar in the Gulf of Bengal, in the Bay of Bengal. J'ai passé de très belles vacances là-bas avec ma famille l'année dernière. So she's telling that she visited there and spent her vacations in Andaman and Nicobar with her family. So here you might want to note something. The line says, Je passais de très belles vacances. What is this DE over here? It's indefinite article, DES. Then why is the S missing over here? It is a rule that whenever you have indefinite article DES, only in DES, whenever an adjective is placed before the noun, usually in French, the rule is that the adjective should be placed after the noun. But whenever the adjective is placed before the noun and we have indefinite article DES, it will change into DE. Just like over here, it says très belles vacances. So the noun vacation, vacances, and the adjective belle vacances. Belle is placed before the noun. Adjective is placed before the noun. That is why we have put DE. Let's move on. Nous avons visité Port Blair, une petite ville animée au milieu de la mer avec des cocotiers et quelques collines. So we visited Port Blair, a small busy city. Animée is busy. A small busy city in the middle of the sea with a lot of coconut trees, coconut palms, and some hills. Cocotier is coconut palms and colline is hills. Ici, nous pouvons aller à la mer et à la montagne dans la même journée. Les aiguilles de Babila sont très belles. Now here, some of us might get confused that which place are we talking about? Is it this EC, does it mean Andaman and Nicobar, or is it course? So just to clarify, we are talking about course now. We are done with Andaman and Nicobar. So EC is course. So in course, you can visit the mer, which is the sea, and the hills or the mountains on the same day. Les aiguilles de Babila sont très belles. Les aiguilles de Babila are mountains which have pointed peaks. Like the top peak, the tops are pointed like your needle. Aiguille is a needle. So like pointed like a needle. So aiguilles de Babila are the mountains which have peaks pointed like the needle. So they are very beautiful. Il y a beaucoup de petits villages perchés. Au centre, il y a des cultures d'oranges et des citrons. On y voit aussi beaucoup d'animaux comme des ânes, des moutons, des chevaux et des cochons. So here there are many hilltop villages like petit village perché. In the center, we have a culture of oranges and lemons. Here you can also see many farm animals, like donkeys, horses, pigs, etc. La pointe que vous voyez sur la carte postale est appelée Cap Corse. Au milieu, il y a beaucoup de châtaigniers. Au sud, il y a Bonifacio avec ses côtes et ses villages. Nos vacances vont bientôt terminer. Elles se passent bien. À bientôt. So the point or the stamp it means that you see on the postcard is called Cap Corse, and in the center there are a lot of chestnut trees, which is châtaignier, and in the south we have Bonifacio with its coasts and villages. It's a place. Our vacations are about to end and are going to end, and they went well. See you soon, Akansha. So now let's do some questions based on this letter. First question is, qui a écrit la lettre à qui? Who wrote the letter to whom? So that is what I told you in the beginning, that Akansha a écrit la lettre à ses amis. Akansha wrote the letter to her friends. Où se trouve Akansha? Where can we find Akansha? Meaning, where is she right now? So Akansha se trouve en Corse au sud de Bastia. The first line of the letter. Coming on to the third question. Comme sont les aiguilles de Babila? Now you can mark it in your books that it is a very important question. It can come in your boards, in your pre-boards, everywhere. This is a very important question. So learn this properly, and that is why I actually explained you the whole thing about les aiguilles de Babila. So see, the question says, Comme sont les aiguilles de Babila? Many of us will just write elles sont très belles, but that will not give you full marks. It's better if you go and write the whole thing. So the answer says, les aiguilles de Babila se trouvent en Corse. It's in Corse, right? Ce sont des montagnes qui ont des pics pointus comme des aiguilles et elles sont très belles. So just like I explained, they have the peaks, they are pointed just like needles, aiguilles, and they are very beautiful. That is a much better answer than just writing one line. So this is a very important question. Moving on to the fourth question. Quel temps faisait-il quand ils sont arrivés en course? How was the weather when they arrived in course? So we learned it in the first paragraph only that they arrived with the rain. That means when they arrived, it was raining, but later the good weather had come. So the answer is quand ils sont arrivés en course, il pleuvait, mais après quelque temps, le beau temps s'installait. Now the second part of the question is trouver dans le texte le contraire de commencer, which is the opposite of commencer. Commencer means to start. So the answer is terminer, which means to end. La forme nominale de pleuvoir. Now, some of you might not know what is form nominal, form verbal, and I've seen many of my friends struggle with this thing. It's very easy. La forme nominale, as the word suggests, is the noun form. The other one which you have is le forme verbal, which is the verb form. So like over here, it's saying la forme nominale de pleuvoir. Here if you see, pleuvoir is a verb which means to rain. The answer is la pluie, which means the rain. Similar example, let's take from here. We have the verb arriver as a later answer. This is the verb form to arrive. But if I say arrival, it is the noun form. So that is how you do forme nominale et forme verbale. Third question. Les noms des deux animaux de la ferme. So 2 animals from the farm, mouton, cochon, anything you can write. There were more given in the text. Le contraire de partir, opposite of partir. Partir is to leave, so arriver, to arrive. Now let's read the poem. Le professeur. Élève Hamlet. L'élève Hamlet surtout. Quoi? Pardon? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce que c'est? So just by reading this roughly, you can imagine what is happening. So this professor is calling out the student, Hamlet, and surtout is suddenly he's like, what happened? What is it? So the professor says, mécontent is mécontent, which is annoyed, angry. Vous ne pouvez pas répondre présent comme tout le monde? Pas possible. Vous êtes encore dans le nuage. So the professor is, can't you just reply present or yes ma'am, yes sir, like the rest of the class or like everyone? Then the teacher is saying, yeah, of course not. You are always in clouds is what if we literally translate it. So this is a proverb. If you turn your page, you will see être dans le nuage, which you can guess the meaning, like to be lost, like daydreaming kind of. So he just wants to say that you are lost and not, actually present in the class, like many of our teachers say. So, être ou ne pas être dans le nuage. So he's just saying to be or not to be in my thoughts or to be lost. So the professor is angry now. Suffit, pas tant de manière, et conjuguez-moi le verbe être comme tout le monde. C'est tout que je demande. So the professor is angry and says, enough of it. And now conjugate to me the verb être like everyone. That's all that I'm asking you. So the élève Hamlet goes to be, and then the teacher is en français s'il vous plaît, comme tout le monde, in French. So l'élève Hamlet says, bien monsieur, and then he says, je suis ou je ne suis pas, tu es ou tu n'es pas, il est ou il n'est pas. So it's just like, I am or I am not, you are or you are not. So he's just, making the teacher more angry. So the professor is now extremely angry and says, mais c'est vous qui n'êtes pas mon pauvre ami. So the teacher is like, but it's you who is not here. So the student says, Hamlet says, c'est exact, monsieur le professeur. Je suis ou je ne suis pas. Et dans le fond, en réflexion, être ou ne pas être, c'est peut-être aussi la question. So the student says, yeah, that's right. That's exactly right, professor. I am where I am not. And on thinking about it, on further reflection, to be or not to be can also be the question. So this is a very famous line that you must have heard. So it's that. So here you see Jacques Prouvé Parole. What is Parole? It is a book of poems and Gallimard is like a publishing house. So Parole and Jacques Prouvé, important, remember that. Now here see expression être dans le nuage and avoir de manière. Avoir de manière means to have manners, to be well educated. I left a few proverbs at the back, I'm sorry. Let's do that. So there's a box with the Atwa questions. First one is Après la pluie, le beau temps. Yes, these can come in your exams as fill in the blanks. Après la pluie, le beau temps is, as you can understand, après la pluie, after the rain, good time. So good over evil, after the darkness, the dawn will come. So after something bad, good will come, like that. After the storm, a sunny day. So parler de la pluie et du beau temps is to make small talk. And faire la pluie et le beau temps is, if you see the meaning, faire la pluie, to make rain and good time or good weather. So this is something which is which cannot be controlled by us. Maybe God can do this. So being like God, this actually means being very, very powerful. Faire la pluie et le beau temps. And that covers all that we had to do in this video. This is part 1. So stay tuned for part 2 and we'll complete the chapter in that video. So that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you get notified every time I'm on YouTube. If you want notes, worksheets, question papers and more, you can check out the link in the description box to my website. If you want to share your French resources with me, you can email them to me at studywithalena@gmail.com and you will be credited on my website. I also have a second channel where I put vlogs and other fun stuff. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it down in the description box. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care and bye-bye.